Okay, for those who have watched my videos up to now, I thank you. I appreciate you. And I send hugs and kisses. And I hope you continue to watch and comment. But now I'm going to try something a little bit new and different. I'm going to try doing commentary videos. Just because I think I'm very good at that stuff. This video is about what Australians think of Americans. I personally enjoy this country, but there are those that have the wrong ideas about how Americans live. And having lived here for quite a number of years, I can say that a lot of the stereotypes are not true. Let's look at some of these stereotypes that Australians have about Americans.
What are your thoughts on America?
I mean, nice country, nice people. I love the accent.
Well, thank you. I love your accent too.
I just can't handle it. Bloody ridiculous. Americans are all crazy.
You Australians are rather eccentric yourself, don't you think?
What do you think of America?
Well, they think we ride kangaroos, so I believe they ride fat people.
I could just picture that now.
I think they're great.
I like America.
Cool place to go. It's exciting and different.
Yeah, it's exciting. We got all kinds of big cities, big buildings, big business, big mountains. Oh boy, wow. This place is more exciting than I thought.
It's big.
Bacon and giant pancakes.
Oh boy, tell that to my friend Dave. He loves bacon.
I know they're very competitive with their sport.
I think Australia's a lot smarter than America.
Huh? What the fuck?
They're joyful people, but sometimes they're a bit obnoxious.
Excuse me, but Americans are not the only obnoxious ones in the world, dude.
I like Americans, although they always seem to want to better you in every story.
What? What the fuck did she say? I don't think I understood that.
What's the best thing about America?
Oh, the people. The cars. It's got to be the cars. And also, I know it's a very varied country. You know, it's got a bit of everything. It's got the rainforest, it's got the beaches, California.
And don't forget the cartoons and the animals, too.
Probably the accents.
I love sport that comes out of there, like NBA, basketball. Yeah, it's a great country, like all the food.
Actually, dude, the food kind of sucks. Too much fast food and shit.
They got good sport. We're just actually looking at NBA just then, and you know, football's good atmosphere. They're passionate about a lot of things.
Probably some of the culture, how they just like to party and have fun. I'd really like to go to Las Vegas one day.
Getting lost in Vegas. How fun.
What's the worst thing about America?
Probably the fast food industry.
Alright, the pollution is the worst thing.
I think America has a long way to go. I think they're a bit bound by what they think is a semblance of tradition.
A little noisy sometimes, but I guess you guys just get really excited, and that's really good.
Hell yeah, I love loud. It's fun.
The worst thing about America is the reputation that it's kind of got overseas.
Yeah, really, this I don't understand. Why do other countries spit on Americans? I mean, really, we don't go around telling people that your country sucks.
Nothing bad to say about the country, yeah.
All right, and what do you think some of the biggest myths that Americans have about Australians?
I guess they always hear about us riding kangaroos to work or...
That there is no electricity and that we ride on kangaroos to school, that we have barbecues constantly with shrimp, and that's like our main source of nutrition.
Well, it's not much different than other countries thinking that Americans eat nothing but cheeseburgers all day.
Chuck a shrimp on the barbie and riding kangaroos.
Yeah, well, it's not a shrimp, it's just a prawn.
So what? Isn't a prawn a type of a shrimp?
It's got to be that we all drink Fosters. The thing about the kangaroos, now we ride them everywhere.
But there's kangaroos in the streets.
That we ride kangaroos.
One actually believed I did ride a kangaroo to school.
That we ride kangaroos to school.
That we ride around on kangaroos, I suppose.
I've been told that we're supposed to ride kangaroos to school many times.
Well, I once told an American person that I rode a kangaroo to school every day, and they were they believed that a lot. That was like, kangaroos, really? Mad. Like, has everybody got a kangaroo? I'm like, yeah, everyone's got a kangaroo down here. Killing it.
So that's not true?
Obviously, that's not true. We drive cars and ride bikes and stuff.
I've actually joked with them and told them that I catch a kangaroo ride down the street when I want to get somewhere instead of a bus, and they believe you.
I've definitely convinced Americans when I was travelling that I have kangaroos in my backyard and I used to ride one to school. You know, koalas live on my front doorstep, etc., stuff like that. Native things they think we actually do.
Okay, simple note to Americans. Australians do not ride kangaroos. Got it? And stop thinking that because you're making the rest of us look dumb.
I think there's a myth that Australians are actually quite different to Americans when we're really not. Like, I think Aussies are actually quite similar in a lot of ways, except for the accent. But I think the Australian culture's quite similar to the American culture.
Yeah.
So
I've noticed a lot of people saying that Americans think that we ride kangaroos around, and then the other half of Australians are saying that they've told Americans we ride kangaroos around. So I think I know why they think that.
yeah, look, we've got to give them a little something interesting to make them actually come over.
If an American was watching this, what would you want to say to them?
You're all fat.
Yeah, really, like there's absolutely no fat people in Australia. Everybody there is in perfect condition.
Don't try to copy in an Australian accent, it doesn't work.
I would just like to apologise if I've offended you with my stereotypes, and I would just like to say lots of peace.
Well, that's why I'm here, to have peace.
Look, come to Australia. It's a great place. It's really warm. It's really great as a place to visit. Don't go to the places that everybody tells you to, like the kind of Sydney CBD and whatnot. Go off the old beaten track. Places like the Great Barrier Reef, all wonderful places to visit. And I think Australia is very hospitable towards Americans and would love you to come here and spend your money. So that's it. Come to Australia.
Okay, so in conclusions, Australians do not drink beer a lot, they do not eat shrimp, and they don't ride on kangaroos. And this guy here thinks you're all fat. Okay, bye now. Please like this video and subscribe if you want to see more.